Isn't it amazing? Like when the enemy feel like it think it got you somewhere. So here's the thing, right? I know I need to do a longer video, but I'm gonna do a short snippet. Yeah, Lord, I'll be obedient. No running this time. No running. So at a very young age, right? The enemy tried to break my my aunts encouraged me, to have confidence and all that stuff. When I moved to St. Lucian stuff, you know, the enemy tried to break my confidence and all sort of thing. I pretended to be somebody I wasn't based on what I was told I was, and I acted as such, and that broke me on the inside, not knowing it was an assignment from the enemy. Then I moved to America and I regained myself. I I wasn't pretending to be someone I wasn't. If anything, I was more myself, but I didn't I needed to develop boundaries. Later on, I end up developing some boundaries, and once I gave myself to God, stuff used to happen. And when I gained weight, I didn't lose my confidence. When I lost weight, I never thought like I was better than anyone. Even people hated me for, the way God made me. And I lost weight. I put back on some. And for some reason, the enemy felt like I lost my confidence. So it's been testing me and trying me to see what I could put up with. But devil, you're a liar. You're a liar. Desperation don't live here. Desperation don't live here. Confusion don't live here. When I'm going through something, I know how to deal with it better. Before, I didn't know how to deal with it because the way I was taught was to speak up about certain things, but then they had a point when I was silenced for not, where I couldn't really speak up about certain things. And God showed me that there's healing in the broken areas of our life. So that way, whenever I see something, I try to work on it. I try to work on it, and God works with me. Am I perfect? I didn't say that, but it's aiming to be a better version of myself. So, things that I was probably weaker when I was younger, I realized the enemy trying to, or things I didn't understand. I realized the enemy is trying to send stuff my way. But now I have an understanding that a lot of stuff that were happening were a form of witchcraft, were a form of warfare, were a form of attack for my destiny, were a form of attack for my anointing, were a form of attack for the blessing God have for me. But I say no more to the enemy. I say no more to the enemy. No more will I allow the enemy to influence, detour, or try to destroy what God has for me. Yes, we learn, we make mistake, and we learn, and whatever the case may be. But that don't mean you have to stay in it. That don't mean that's the end of it. You see, sometimes the enemy will try to tell you, oh, you're not enough. You're not going to have anything better. But the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. It wants you to believe those lies. It wants you to believe those thoughts. Now when things come, I'm like, those are not my thoughts. I'm like, no, that's not what God said. Pull down every vain imagination and all stronghold. Because once it keep coming, it becomes a stronghold. But yeah. Don't let the enemy try to draw you out and bring you back. But yeah, have a blessed one. I love you with the love of Christ. It took me a few years. I thank God. It wasn't an easy journey. It's still a journey, but I thank God for the strength. I thank God for boldness. But I also thank God for humbling me. But the only difference is God humbled me, but he never tell me to be weak in certain thing, like not be bold. Because sometimes I wouldn't say anything because I'm like, oh no. But I've always been outspoken. Now it's just being outspoken at the right time. Now being outspoken at the right time. Yeah. But yeah. Have a blessed one and love you with the love of Christ. But don't let the enemy fool you. Don't let the enemy tell you what you're not and what God tell you you are. He'll tell you whatever God tell you are, he'll tell you you're not. And he'll want you to claim whatever he tell you you're going to be. No. How you call it? Jacqueline have a song that, what's it? I can't think of the name of the song, but it says like, when the enemy tell me that I am something, I say I'm not. And when he say I'm not something, I say I am. Because those are the mind games the enemy play, trying to tell you you're not this or you're not that. And what, like, people, you know the funny thing? When people try to insult you and you're like, like, go somewhere with that nonsense. Because it don't live over here because I know who I am. It might not be what it is right now, but I know who I am, right? But yeah, have a blessed one. I love you with the love of Christ. Until next time. Bye. It went longer than anticipated, but yeah. Have a blessed one.